All right, folks. Welcome to another round of Dakota Collegiate Rocket League. This is our third ever stream of doing this. I decided, we had fun yesterday with Greek and his co-casters, but I wanted to get back on stream. So I will be your host tonight, K-Tool, and with me, believe it or not, is not Silk. It is going to be Urban. Joining me on the cast tonight for the first round. We've got a lot more casters coming on later tonight.
Hello, friends. I'm here for a game, and it's going to be a good one.
A good one, you say?
I hope so.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I'm definitely excited. We are going to be having, starting off with a Div C game, and then we're going to jump to another Div C game. And then later tonight, we are going to have a finding off with a Div A showdown, which is going to be very, very exciting. But Urban, actually, I hit up Urban today. I saw him walking back from class. He's like, oh, what am I casting today? I'm like, oh, he's casting a Div C. He's like, let's go, dude. Dude was more hyped to cast a Div C game than I was expecting, so I am all here for it.
Oh, I love it, dude. You get to hype up the new guys. I told them I'd hype them up. I know some of them playing tonight, and I think I can make the games way more interesting than some people might expect, and I think the players can even make it more interesting, so I'm excited. It should be fun.
Yes, it should be a lot of fun indeed. We're seeing some people start to join the party. Obviously, we will buy a little bit of time until we actually, get in here. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Starting off with Trey giving us a tier 3
Thinking about how
sub.
Urban could solo the entire league blind and with one hand tied behind his
Man's
back.
rich.
I don't know, Urban, if you heard that, but Trey saying, thinking about how Urban could solo queue the entire league. I mean, you pretty much soloed yesterday, let's be honest. Just hard carrying the team to 3-0 win. Wasn't even worried. But let us move on and actually talk about who the heck is playing tonight.
Yeah, so I disagree with your statement, by the way. But anyways, yeah, we got Team Instinct. Shout out Instinct. It sounds like he funded this team. No, I'm just kidding. I think these guys just picked that name. How convenient. But on Team Instinct, we got Skull. Solid player. The #1 player in Div C. So I'll expect good things from out of him. He'll probably have to learn how to carry a little bit. But we'll see how he adapts to his teammates. I'm not sure how he's used to playing with people a little lower than him or not. So we'll see. And then we got Gabe and Garu Goomba.
Goomba, I think that's how you say it. I don't know. We'll wing it on stream. How's that? We'll figure it out.
Yeah. And not sure who those two are. Goomba is from MSU, so that'll be cool to see. And yeah, I'm excited to see how #1 captain his team worked out today.
Should be some spicy games for sure. I will move down the list, and the next guys we've got is the Wata Esports, which, first of all, is one of my favorite logos that I've seen in a while, which is Chief Nick, Watermelon, and Maester. So, should be some pretty exciting. Urban, looks like you got some friends joining you there. Is that what I'm hearing there?
Friends? What do you mean friends?
I don't know, I think I'm hearing stuff, but maybe I'm just crazy.
Oh,
either way.
You trying some food. Yeah, we're good.
Either way. Yeah, Chief Nick, who is from NUCU, drafting one of the very few Concordia players in Watermelon here. And then obviously rounding out the talent is going to be Maester. This is going to be pretty much every one of their guys' first ever time on stream. So again, stream nerds, I would say they're going to play a huge factor, but since it is for everyone, they're kind of all on even playing ground right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about the stream nerves. I mean, I bet you they're all nervous, but like you said, if they're all nervous, then it'll affect everybody, so we probably won't even notice it that much. But I would expect game 1 to be a little bit of a cluster, but maybe after game 1 they'll get a feel for it and go from there. But yeah, I'll be interested to see what happens.
Fair enough. Can't really argue with that, to be honest. Also appreciate the follows. I was to say I think we're like 3 or 4 follows away from hitting 500, which is actually insane how many followers we've gotten so far this semester. So I always appreciate follows and subs and all that, because we're going for 500 tonight. That's the goal. Well, I'm sure we'll hit it, but I'm just gonna make sure players are all ready, and then we'll be jumping into this one. Obviously, we've got 5 minutes left on the predictions. I'm curious, Urban, who do you think is going to be taking this one tonight?
Whoever I predict on usually loses, so I feel bad for predicting in the chat. Sorry, guys. But I predicted, according to my Bucks, I predicted Watermelon because I heard who K2 was voting for, and I wanted to vote against him. So yeah, Watermelon, I think, they have a chance here. Chief Nick, I think he's one of my good supporters in the Discord. I think he's a guy that's always hyping me up. So got a little favoritism towards Chief Nick, man. So I feel like him and his team, and I got to be honest, Wata Esports with the cool logo, that just makes me want to pick them more. And since I have nothing else to base my answer off of, that's why I am voting for them. They will win tonight.
I like it. I like it.
3-1 is the score.
I was gonna say, so far I'm looking, and at least as far as chatting wise, bit wise for Bison Bucks, it's 80% in favor of Wata, or sorry, in favor of Instinct, but voting wise, 8-4 in favor of Wata. So someone recording with ball chasing asks, well, hopefully you guys are making sure you actually got the replays and stats and all that fun stuff for later. I am ready. Hopefully we're just waiting for one person to get back. And then we are good to go. I am going to put my faith in Instinct. I think he's going to be taking that one. I think Skull, the captain, is going to be... Urban, I talked about it a little earlier. I think the highest rated player is going to have some fun messing around against some plats. Should be, you know, kind of everyone's dream, but we'll see how the rest of his team holds up in this one. I'm curious, you guys in chat, who do you guys actually think is going to be taking? I see a lot of Bison Bucks coming in, but curious if chat has any actual predictions. And Urban, you too. I want to hear game predictions specifically. Game predictions, I believe I said it, but 3-1 Watermelon, bro. 1-3. Just Watermelon, right? Not Wata Esports, just Watermelon.
Watermelon, yeah, Watermelon. Especially with the Bison Bucks ratio, it's 1-4 right now, and I want to cash in and quadruple my money. So therefore,
fair enough.
Really need to win.
I like it. All right, we've got 2 minutes left in predictions. You guys hopefully make sure you guys are getting this one. Again, this is not the only game tonight. We have another Div C game later tonight, and then after that, we've got a Div A game. I'm looking at the signups tonight, and the game later is going to be Only Cheesin versus the Red Pandas, and then we're going to be jumping over to a Division 1 game, which is going to be Steve's Gators, the interesting team name, versus Porple. Not Purple, Porple.
Love that.
Always love that. Also, appreciate the follows, my good sir. Rob Fro. I'm not going to pronounce that one right. I apologize. But yeah, appreciate the follows. All right, looks like we are good to go. So we should be able to go into this match. I am excited to finally get some Div C underway for these games here this season.
Div C, dude. First game of the season, and none other than Urban Living K-Tool Energy is co-casting with the man himself. So let's get going here. I'm excited.
I am excited. Hopefully, players will all be joining the lobby here. They will actually be able to, figure everything out. I got lots of cams going. I will say I apologize if I don't have all the cams correctly. I kept trying to ask people who is who and not getting a lot of answers, so I took a crack at it. Looks like I'll probably have to change some stuff as we move on. But Urban, I will let you start off.
Sure, as I'm chomping on some chicken here. Watermelon. Taking it off the wall, then somebody popped it up. I didn't see. I'm going to have to use these names, but Chief Nick looking for a touch. Clears it to the wall. And then now here comes Master with a huge fake. Watermelon with a huge fake. Goal, though, doesn't fall for the fake. Takes it up, and it should be an easy shot. Oh, he faked him again. No way! Skull, oh, Skull, you should have shot it a little earlier. What a nutty fake. But he was like, I'm playing with my food. I don't want to score right now. Skull, though, says like, I feel bad, and I think I need to score. But Chief Nick now, it's like, not happening today. He's taking a dribble. I like the dribble. Good flick attempt. I like seeing it. I love flicks. It's one of my favorite mechanics in the game. So, not always the best in Breeze, but I like to see it because it makes me happy. Chief Nick now with a decent clear. Garo Goomba, solid back pass to Skull. That was definitely calculated. Watermelon going deep in the air because Kim Megaster followed up. No, he cannot. Murky Trout with a nice clear. Chief Nick gets dunked. Chief Nick looking to get a touch, but he can't find it. Now here comes Skull. Chief Nick back to Watermelon. Back to Goomba!
Dude, they're having some fun with this one already. A lot of, I was gonna say, this is Div C, so expect a lot of ball chasing and a lot of double commits, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. We see Murky just throwing this one downfield. A little bit of good back post rotation coming out from Wata Esports. Again, stream nerves probably going to be a thing, so players are going to take a little bit to get comfortable with actually playing on stream. So we'll see. First of all, that is a beautiful card coming out of Maester, the watermelon themed. That makes me so happy that everyone so far on the watermelon squad is rocking themed cars. I don't know why every team isn't doing that.
No shot. I just realized they all have like the same. Now that makes the X card swapper me happy, dude. Themed cars. That's what we need in this league.
Dude,
more
themed
cars.
cars is the way to go.
That's why they're gonna win, Kate. So I'm calling it right now. That's why I predicted them. That's also why the team chemistry, the colors, as they almost hit a shot there, but a great clear by Goomba. But that is why I love them even more now. Definitely my favorite team so far.
Just from that, right? Nothing else?
Nothing else. Just the cars. That's it.
Fair enough. I mean, I can't really argue with that, to be honest with you. Looks like Chief Nick's cam, though, has completely died. I have tried to replace it like 15 times, and it's not happening. So if we get it, great. If not, I'm sorry, you guys will just have to deal with 5 out of the 6. But should be some interesting action. We're still waiting to see our first goal. Potentially it was there, but just going to bang off the post. We know all too well the best defender in the world is, in fact, the crossbar and the post, as it is a nemesis. And I believe it'll prove no different here in Div C.
Yeah, I mean, if we had a crossbar counter for Div C, I bet you it'd be, it'd be hilarious. I bet you it'd be the same amount as Div A and B, to be honest with you, because the crossbar is just that impressive. So.
Oh, good pass mid, but Chief Nick going to be missing that one. Watermelon getting a good touch around Murky Trot. He's got a little bit of boost to work with, but Garo Goomba, first of all, that is a clean-looking car. I believe that's the Nimbus. And have to correct me if I'm wrong. You obviously know cars a lot better than I do, Mr. Car Swappers. But now Murky going to be taking this one all the way downfield. He's got plenty of boost to work with, but it's going to get bumped. Skull now in that little Nissan, or sorry, the Honda Civic. Not enough Nissans in here already, but trying to get something going. Still, minute 40 left, and no goals yet to be scored here.
Yeah, it's a really all K-Tool.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
Your recent answer, I believe that is from Murky Trot with the absolute clanger, the muscle, dunking on the post. Easy goal.
Murky's sitting here in like 2 frames a second in his cams, but does not matter. Getting a goal clearly does not affect the gameplay so far. Good start here in game 1, but you see just kind of a lot of awkwardness coming out from a lot of players. But Watermelon going for a good aerial. Had enough boost, but just not quite reading the bounce. We see now Chief Nick, he's got plenty of boost to work with. Macer, I think so far Wata Esports has had a really good job kind of working as a team, but just not quite connecting with their passes and stuff. But I think they're doing a good job moving as a unit.
Yeah, they definitely seem to have like their rotations down, which is kind of impressive to me. They must have decent comms. I'd be curious what their comms would be, because sometimes people forget to talk when they play, especially me. So like, I think if you can figure out talking to each other early, that'll definitely help out your gameplay, especially the more you play and stuff. So I'm curious to see how it goes. But so far, it doesn't matter how much you talk. If the other team just keeps scoring goals on you, Skull with a great pass off the backboard, and then Garo Goomba with a nice bottom, and Chief Nick just wasn't able to get the save. But solid 2-0 lead.
2-0, looking pretty good so far for Instinct. I definitely do think so far. Obviously, I alluded that Wata Esports looking good as a unit, but unit can still miss together, and then you might be put out. Oh, Murky, okay. Everyone's missing on the field except, Skull's looking good. Getting even a center from the other team. I said missing. Okay, I'm actually just caster cursing myself. I apologize, Skull. That one's on me. But 2-0 lead. Either way, 30 seconds left. Looks like it might potentially be enough to take game 1. And I will say, getting the first game out of the way is such a stress reliever, especially for all these new players on stream.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when you get 1 dub, then you're like, well, at least we got 1, and we're not going to get swept, so you don't have to have that fear and stuff. So I think game 1 will be good. But as K-Tool says, game 2 is the most important, yada, yada, yada. I think games 3, 4, and 5 are the most important myself. But we have to wait and see if we even get to those games. But yeah.
Well, I can tell you we're at least going to hit a game 2, as we are going to see, in fact, Instinct taking the first game here, wrapping out the first ever Div C game here on stream for DCRL.
Solid performance, I would say. And, I wasn't even like a huge Mr. Skull carry, as his teammates were the one with the goals. However, Skull setting them both up with the assists. So even though it looked like Wata Esports was having good team chemistry, I'd argue that Instinct had just as good team chemistry, and they just maybe had a little more consistency, and that's what led them to win the game 2-0.
We saw Instinct, every single one of their players having 2 shots ready for that. I will say, Skull, I was really impressed with him. I'm expecting him to kind of do the same thing here. We'll see how he does work into game 2, but Instinct looking pretty solid game 1 here. Now, again, stream nerves, a lot of misses, a lot of first stuff will get out. I think once we get into game 3, I think you'll see a lot of these players really stepping up and getting more comfortable in it. But game 1's a feeler game, so, you just kind of throw it to the wayside.
Yeah, I always say, like, when I was with Heat, we always lost the first game. because we're like, whatever. So like, usually when we lost, we just kind of throw it, like you said, throw it to the wayside, and hope we can bounce back this game. As Watermelon gets a nice aerial. I like to see it. Goomba with a calculated double tap, but it doesn't really work out for him. Everybody's faking. Watermelon's looking for a nice shot. He's got the dribble. Can't control it. Not the best control, but Chief Nick takes over for a quick shot. But it goes straight up to the thing. Wait, it's free! But Watermelon doesn't have any boost, oh no. But McAster without boost as well.
I was gonna say that's dude, that's such a theme here in Div C. Is he's got the opportunity, he's got no boost. Oh, he's gonna do. Oh, he's got no boost. So definitely securing the boost is gonna be one thing to look at. I mean, a lot of these guys are gonna be going for big pads over the small pads. So right now, stealing those big pads is vital to winning here in Div C.
Dude, no big pad equals boost suffocation. I mean, that's tough. It's really disappointing when you go for the big boost and it's not there. And now you're like, what do I do? So yeah, I think that's definitely gonna be a big factor because you can have all the opportunities in the world to score, but if you don't have the boost to capitalize them, kind of just a lost opportunity. That's what I'm looking for. Lost opportunity. So hopefully they can try and take control of that a little bit, as almost getting a goal there, but it kind of bounces. A little awkwardness in front of the goal here, but Chief Nick gets a nice clear. Skull with an absolute clanger. Is Watermelon going to clear it? No, he's not. Is Goomba going to read it? He decides to backflip. That's no big deal. Solid strategy. Murky Trout looking for something in the corner. He fakes it because he wants Skull to get the save. Genius idea. Maester going. Chief Nick. Solid fake. He says, like, I don't want to touch the ball. Does anybody want to touch the ball? They're like, Chief Nick will give you a shot. Watermelon's like, well, too bad. It's a pass to Chief. Is he going to turn? Nah, he didn't want to. Goomba's like, well, it's a pass to me. Maester's like, well, your pass it to my team Chief with a dribble. Goes for the 50. It's kind of okay. Not too bad. Skull taking control. Is he going to bang it? Yes, he is. He's going to bounce at the backboard. Can he read it? Can somebody read it? Can somebody read it? Murky Trout can read it! Gage.
What an angle, dude. Skull banging this high. No one able to read it from Wata, and Murky putting it bottom corner. Honestly, though, that is one of the best moves. How many times have I said, hit it off the backboard, they're probably not going to read it, and be ready because they're going to panic on defense?
I mean, that's probably the storyline of Div C, to be honest with you. If you can just smack it really hard off the backboard and no one's covering it, and you don't even have to jump. Like, most people will try and jump, like, pre-jump it because they want to get the cool-looking, like, double-tap-esque shot. Well, honestly, just wait for it to come down to you and take the easy shot, just like Murky did there, and he gets a goal. So, like, I feel like if people learn to do that, it'll help them a lot in these games, especially just to rank up in general, like in the flat, even diamond areas, too. So,
also,
I like...
All right, I'm not sure how it's going to come out, but so one of these players, I put him as Maester, which again, I'm not confident because no one told me who people were, is playing KBM. So it's either Maester or Garo. I got the rest of them right, I'm pretty sure. But one of those two is playing KBM, which definitely is a rarity in itself, as we're going to see a rarity of Maester own goaling, and Skull is going to just say, oh, well, thank you very much, we will take that.
Goal with the genius pass to the other team. He's like, they didn't expect this one, man. Watermelon unfortunately missed. Chief Nick and Maester just maybe had a little miscommunication there, but it happens. It's a charity goal. They're gonna come back right now. Trust me. They got 2 minutes. They got this. It's a charity goal. No big deal.
Yeah, I don't know how you say that, but I put my Bison Bucks on instinct so far, and we've yet to see Wata actually score a goal. It's now been just under 9 minutes, and if you're Wata, you really need to get something going. Otherwise, if you go into Game 3 not scoring a single goal, how do you have any motivation to start a reverse sweep here?
Hey, called the hustle and mindset, you know? They got
call it whatever you want. They got to score goals.
They're going to score eventually, dude. I believe. You got to believe to achieve. Watermelon. Got to believe a little harder there. Somebody believe a little harder. That one, Maester's taking it up. See, watch. It off the wall, and someone's gonna read it. Watermelon right there.
Such a good pass. The opportunity was there, Maester. What a good chance, but not gonna be falling here. As we see Watermelon unable to make connection on that one, but we're gonna see a banger. Chief Nick waiting. I want to see him, somehow go off the backboard, but off the backboard is in fact Murky Trout. Really good, showing that there is backboard defense there. Now we just need to get it in the back of the net. 45 seconds left. Now it really is do or die here for Wata Esports.
Yeah, I mean, I believe. Oh, I'm definitely believing here. That's it. No way, it's the post. Chief Nick, that was so close. That's what they needed. That's so tough. The post is the best fourth defender on any team. Wait! Oh my gosh, Chief Nick turned around. He's having a little difficulty turning around. Somebody, please. Please, please, please. Come on. I believe in you, blue team. Instinct, I'm not trying to be biased. I'm just trying to give support to the other team sometimes. But anyways, 10 seconds left. Chief Nick takes it. Goomba clangs it off the backboard. Can somebody read it? Absolutely not. But Mace Esther is going to say, let's go and give me one for the road. Skull takes it away. Unfortunate. Murky Trout, though, trying to take one for the road himself. Skull's going for it. Off the backboard. Will anybody touch it? No.
That is going to do it.
Another 2-0 victory for Instinct.
I mean, they're looking good. You can't disagree. You look at the shots. Okay, first of all, Instinct, 2 shots, 2 goals. So, I mean, one of them was an own goal too. So, I mean, I don't know how you really do that. But, I mean, Chief Nick, he's trying to get stuff going. But just Maester Wataman, you know, just kind of struggling so far. So, just once they get the first goal, I'm sure Wata, you know, they'll get stuff going. But right now, Wata Esports is, in fact, struggling. And now they are on match point. Reverse sweep is needed, which... we saw some pretty interesting stuff yesterday with, you know, reverse sweeps happening, so we know it's possible here.
If you believe you achieve, also respect Watermelon even more for the Wata clan tag. That makes sense.
True.
Yes, I respect all of that. But anyways, if you believe you achieve, these guys need to go to the bank with the receipt in hand.
I'm going Ace.
Because they need their comeback,
Ace.
okay? That's what they need to do here. So Watermelon, Maester here on the kickoff. And then we go to Chief Nick. Chief Nick's like, I don't want to win just yet, but Skull does! Just kidding, he doesn't want to win. But Chief Nick does! That's a huge clanger! An absolute missile! Into the back of the net.
Absolute
and
missile.
he finally scores. What'd I say, K-Tool?
I say that we saw a potential opportunity there, and Chief Nick with an absolute banger all the way across the field. And, you know, it took 11 seconds. You know, they said game 1, game 2, we don't need to score. We're just going to wait. Game 3, I mean, maybe I leak the script and say that I'm trying to write good content here so they know that we are, you know, trying to push it. And you know what? What more good content could say, hey, we get, you know, completely shut out for 2 games, then we're going to bring it back here.
That's a really good script, actually. And
You think I'm studying? Nah. I'm just sitting here writing scripts for DCRL.
Same. You know, I don't need to study for anything. What is books? You don't really read them. But Maester's like, I'm going to read these guys like a book as he goes for a fake flick. Back to Maester. Chief Nick with the bump. Going for 50. Doesn't get it. But Watermelon's like, I got this. Don't worry, guys. I'm just going to pass it mid to Skull. Oh, Skull with the miss. Unfortunate. But Murky Trout's like, it's my turn. Let's see what he does. He's going for some interesting corner cheese. Watermelon going for some... Oh, my. I can't tell what's going on. I'll be honest. Too much going on there. Too many cars. But Chief... going for a clear. Skull gets a nice pop up. Can he follow it up? He's like, screw that. I don't want to do that anymore. Maester's like, well, let me try. Goomba with a dunk. This looks a little awkward for blue team. What a pitch.
What a pinch indeed. Now Skull's got 62 bursts to work with. Gets a touch around 1, but is anyone there to follow up? No, they're not. How's the backward defense? Murky almost getting an insane clear, but not quite going to fall to the wayside. Now we see Maester a little bit awkward. Now Skull trying to make it happen again. This is the first time they've actually been down in the series, so it's going to be interesting to see how, first of all, Instinct, you're up 2-0 right now, but, you know, you can't get it going here in Game 3. So seeing how do they do sitting on defense kind of for most of this game so far.
Yeah, it seems that Wata Esports has had all the pressure, so if they keep that up and don't own goal, they'll be okay.
I mean, I can't really argue that, to be honest. The own goals are definitely going to be coming out a little more in div seed than any other, but same with the double commits. Murky getting a good pop over 1. Can he get the pop over the other? Oh, Skull with the fake, and he gets an upper 90. What a team play from Instinct.
I love the flick. That's what we need. And
Absolute highlight plays, boys. Clip it, ship it. I am excited to see that one later. That looked so sexy.
That was so mean, Skull. You didn't have to do him like that, man. You didn't have to do him like that, dude. Beautiful plays. We love to see it in Dipsy. We love it. Is there going to be another one?
The quad commit. You love to see it. Love to see it.
Dude, I was going to say I want to see our first sextuple commit. Everybody in the air. I'm waiting for it. Some teams are going to do it. I'm hoping it happens because that would be beautiful.
Beautiful.
Besides that,
as Skull, he might be putting this one on target, but Watermelon, good save. I thought that was going to be it, but they are not out of the woods yet as Garo getting this one mid. Chief Nick, can he get a good touch? He does. Garo might be looking to turn on 0 boost as Maester does try to pop it. He's still got boost middle. Does get a pass middle. Where's Watermelon? He gets it around 1. Can he get around Skull? No, he cannot. Skull, the goal line defense, still 1-1, just under halfway to go.
for Watermelon. But Guru Goomba's like, too bad, so sad, and thanks for coming. That's almost dead, but Watermelon with a nice save, keeping his team alive. Meister getting a nice touch, but Skull's trying to be aggressive. However, the net's kind of open. Watermelon, if he can smack it off the wall really good. Let's see it. Decent. Chief Nick doink it. Oh, we almost got the doink and a half. But now it's 2 minutes left. Lots of pressure, and Wata Esports need to get this thing going if they want to stay alive, or else Instinct's looking for the sweep and they don't want to play any more games.
Don't want to play anymore. Yeah, 3-0 would be definitely a little disappointing, most likely for these teams. Obviously, though, if you're Skull, Garo, and Watamon, or not Watamon, sorry, Murky. There's too many teams on here. Murky sitting on 0 boost. Watamon getting almost the doink was there. Again, 0 boost here on Chief Nick. Minute 23. Gotta see Wata get another goal to force at least a game 4 here.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing really good. Like, honestly, I'm kind of impressed.
They stepped it up. They have stepped it up big time.
Yeah, both teams even. Like, it's like quality gameplay. Like, it's not like bad like or anything that people might have thought. Like, I think all these players are still solid players, and I'm happy to see that Dipsy is
pinch
as the other divs. And that was a crazy pinch. It almost went in. It's on net technically, but Murky Trout following it up. Gets a little bumped by his teammate. No big deal. He's just giving him a little kiss. But Watermelon's like, here's a bigger kiss. Bang! Gets a clear. Gets it over too. But Skull with a nice clear to the side. Well, however, that goes straight mid. Is Watermelon going to turn? Is somebody going to turn? Chief Nick's up. But he's like, I don't want to score just yet. We need to have more excitement. Chief Nick goes for another pass. Watermelon's trying to get a control. Faking moments from Wata. But Chief Nick from out of nowhere. Off the back.
25 seconds left, and there it is. Watermelon getting the goal. Might potentially be the ice to get to game 4 off the backboard. We see demos coming out from Chief Nick. Watermelon, absolute banger, 69 miles an hour. Wata is not out of it yet.
An absolute pith missile from Watermelon with 25 seconds to go. I mean, unless there's a kick. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, Gator! The kickoff goal, bro! Oh my god. Unless there's a... I couldn't even say it before it happened, dude. That's so tough for Watermelon. But good for Instinct for not giving up and getting a goal right away as well.
What a turn of events. You know what? We get some epic banger goals, and then we get a kickoff goal. And you know, the sad part is they both count for 1. So we are back to a tied game, as we see now just 10 seconds left on the clock until we see our potential first overtime. I wanted to hold on a second because I thought potential goal was going to happen there, and I didn't want to cast a curse too hard.
Just kidding, it won't. Man, the amount of high highs and low lows I just had in approximately 5 seconds was crazy. But here we go, overtime. Make or break for Wata. A lot more pressure for them versus Instinct here. We'll see how they play. Solid kickoff start so far. Chief Nick trying to put on some pressure. Guru Goomba is going to probably take control, but Nick's like, oh, double commit on the 50, a little risky. But as I always say, double commit, double fire.
Oh, what an upper 90 flick coming out of Murky Trout. Where did this come from?
Nice side flip flick, bro. It's easy. All day for Murky Trout. Beautiful placement, beautiful power, good control. I mean, how do you beat that? You just don't. That's why they took this game series 3-0. But solid performance from both teams, but more solid from Team Instinct as they get the dub.
That was pretty impressive. Not gonna lie. I like to see that.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just making sure people are ready, so people will unmute and Ninja. We'll give them a second so they can actually prepare, and hopefully they'll understand that, you know, we are in fact going to try to be doing a player interview. So I don't know how much faith I have in these boys, but first of all, before we'll give them a second so they can get ready. Instinct, first of all, I don't know where these flicks are coming out of Murky, but I would say his flicks were the MVP of that series for me.
Bro, Murky reminds me of me, man. I just grinded the flicks back in the day when I was getting up there, and that makes you so happy because they're good, especially when you get those like breakaway one-on-one situations, because it's better than just shooting a shot on the ground because you don't know how to dribble. So like that just it makes their offense that much more scary and intimidating. So I love to see it. That made me my heart skip a beat.
All right, we'll see if we can get some players in here. I don't know how many cams we're gonna get. We'll see, but I will swap over, and that's kind of what I assumed right there. But I was gonna say I will swap over, and Skull, can you hear us? Anyone.
Can anybody hear us? It seems a lot of people are muted so far.
I hear.
Kate, can you hear me through Video Ninja or no?
Yeah. I need them to. Yes. No.
Alright. Here, I'm aware. It still looks like they're all muted.
They're doing great.
Can we tell one of them to unmute?
All right.
Unmute in Ninja. Maybe.
All right, whatever. I'm not.
Oh, I need to probably turn on my.
They just can't figure it out. So who? Well, the winning team people. When you type in chat, winning team needs to unmute. But the winning team needs to unmute. But
winning.
you're trying.
Winning team. LOL. Skull's unmuted, he said. Can we hear you, Skull?
Skull, can you hear us?
If you were talking, I cannot hear.
Okay, well, it's scuffed.
Tough. I really wanted to talk to these guys.
Whatever. We tried. Urban, get your camera back on, my dude. You've left me. But whatever. We've tried. Yeah, Urban, give me your camera back.
Oh, hello.
Left me. There you go. All right. Well, apparently cams don't want to work, so I apologize about that. Not really sure what is going on there, but I'm gonna leave the party. Urban, you can tell them they can just leave Ninja. Then I don't know why it's not working. Because no one can hear it, but that is unfortunate. We'll hopefully figure that out on the end. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed K2 left here specifically, because I bet that was fun for all of you guys. But Urban, any final thoughts then before we actually go to a break and get ready for our second match tonight here?
Overall, I was pretty impressed with the gameplay, honestly. It was better than I expected. So I'm happy to see it. It'll be still competitive, I think, in Div C. I think any team can win down there. So it was fun to cast. I hope people enjoyed me casting. I'd love to cast more Div C games, or any games for that matter. But I don't know. I just like hyping up the new guys and some of the lower ranked guys. So I think it's fun. And yeah, I appreciate you guys letting me cast. And yeah, overall, solid Rocket League.
Awesome. We're going to go to a quick break. Set up for the second stream. You guys can enjoy a little player spotlight video for the stream, and hopefully we'll be back with another game. So Urban, adios, my good sir. Have fun studying. I'm gonna have fun casting instead. Mine's a little bit more fun. So we'll be back.
I'll be up.
Yeah, we'll be back soon, guys. Take care.